We need to know what happened. We need to have an explanation of this. We owe that to the families.
Those were the words of the British Prime Minister Theresa May 2 days after the Grenfell Tower fire. Now, 2 weeks later, the political response to the deadly inferno has been branded a fiasco.
I've agreed that the meeting be held
At Kensington and Chelsea, council leaders on Thursday night excluded the public from a meeting about the fire, and the media were only allowed in after a High Court judge ordered the council to let them in. Despite that order, the council abruptly ended the event, provoking uproar.
I would like to have had a conversation, but I'm advised that we can't do that because we were prejudiced.
Absolutely. This is why I am calling for your resignation. Not because of what happened with the fire, but the sheer and ongoing incompetence that this council has shown ever since it happened.
The council leader, Nick Paget-Brown, has now been rebuked by the Prime Minister's office for failing to respect the High Court's decision. Pursued by reporters, Mr Paget-Brown refused to comment.
No comment. Can you speak to our press office?
Well, you won't speak to the press, will you?
The public inquiry will get to the wider issues of responsibility in relation to this.
So said Theresa May on June 16th. But the retired judge, now appointed to lead that public inquiry, says his terms of reference do not include the issues of wider responsibility.
I've been asked to undertake this inquiry on the basis that it would be pretty well limited to the problems surrounding the start of the fire and its rapid development in order to make recommendations as to how this sort of thing can be prevented in the future. Now, I'm well aware that the residents and the local people want a much broader investigation, and I can fully understand why they would want that.
Limiting the inquiry to just the start of the fire suggests that the council's management of Grenfell Tower will not be examined. That, despite reports in the Times newspaper that the architects originally specified fireproof zinc cladding for Grenfell Tower, but the council chose flammable aluminium and polyethylene instead. Grenfell residents are becoming seriously concerned about the political will to properly investigate all the causes.
We really need someone who can forensically interrogate all the evidence that's available, all the people who were there, all the people who were involved, all the organisations who were involved, to get to the bottom of who made the key decisions, why they were made, and why they allowed things to get this bad.
The number of people who were killed in the Grenfell fire is at least 80, and the number is likely to rise further. The aftermath has seen hundreds of people evacuated from similar tower blocks and a glaring spotlight to shine, perhaps belatedly, on the cladding which has become so widely used on buildings all around the world. But of all the questions being asked, the biggest now is one of accountability. Paul Brennan, Al Jazeera, West London.